Hello. I'm just gonna wait for a couple people to come on here. Oh, I should have did the description before I did that. Hello. Hi. Okay, so I wanted to talk about how the Matrix works and like how these glitches are happening, and how I see it. And I wish I would have written it on here before I started. Okay, so how I see the glitches. Okay, so we are all noticing that all these strange things are happening. Okay, we have the evergreen, the container ships. Okay, and then we also have like these, you know, the thing with the Nike, you know, it's coming out. As we are shifting our consciousness, okay, all of our consciousness is changing and shifting, and we're getting out of the lower frequencies and the lower dimensions. And so as we rise up, okay, so we're going to start pulling in other kind of frequencies, and we're pulling other vibrations, and our consciousness is going to expand. Okay, what it's doing now, it's affecting the computer system. Okay, it's like a quantum computer. Okay, and it's affecting the computer system that the government they have control over. Okay, and so think of before. Okay, so think of before we were awakened. Okay, so before we were awakened, it was so easy to maintain the matrix, to maintain the grid that they had going on. And so imagine this, okay, like this is like the computer system there, okay, and then, you know, up here is like their little panel, the control panels and stuff, okay, and so the grid workers, you know, for them, okay, so it was easy to maintain. They were all easy to maintain, this whole system here on Earth, okay. So what happened about 3 years ago, okay, there was a mass awakening that was going on, okay, the 144,000 were waking up, okay, and we were all getting activated. It wasn't that we were just, you know, having these awakenings, we were getting activated by our higher selves, you know, into higher dimensions and higher timelines. Okay, so when we started all waking up, what do you think happens? If everything's like a computer, okay, and so it's all connected to like the main frame of the matrix grid lines, because above us, if you look up, when you go outside, just look up and imagine that there is grid lines all over, okay, because we are stuck in a simulation, okay, it's like a hologram. And so then we started waking up, okay, so we started waking up and we're all connected. Everything is connected to the grid line into the computer system as well. So we all started waking up, okay? And when we did that, we started affecting the algorithms, okay? Because there is algorithms of this planet, you know, the binary codes, you know, like 011101, you know, kind of things. And that's why you're seeing synchronicities, okay? You're seeing synchronicities. You are meeting certain people out in the world that are just like you, or they're on the same kind of frequency and wavelength as you as well, okay? And so when we started to wake up, the 144,000, just about 3 years ago, we shifted that computer system, okay? And so what it did was like we threw like a wrench into it, and we put our consciousness, which is of a higher realm, which is a higher dimension and frequency, you know, like a higher timeline, okay? So we put our timeline into that system. And the system was at a 3D density, okay? So it was vibrating low, okay? Which was of, you know, wars and poverty and, you know, sickness, illness, you know, eating bad food and, you know, smoking cigarettes and, you know, all that stuff. Like it was all like lower vibrational. Everything was lower vibrational. That's how the computer worked, because that's what they wanted. They wanted us to feel that way and be that way. So when we came in, okay, and we're like the starseeds, the lightworkers, we put our consciousness into the system because we're all connected, okay, even to that system. And so when we did that, it started shifting and changing, okay? And so I bet you, like, there are probably foods that you used to love to eat, and now all of a sudden it's just like they don't taste right. Like maybe meat, I'm gonna put this out there, meat, okay? There are things that you eat meat, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, because when the animals do die, okay, when they're killed, their feelings, their emotions get tied into their cells and their DNA and their blood and their skin, you know, and their all over the body parts, their bones. So you're actually taking on the memory of what that animal just went through, and then you consume it. And imagine when you consume the animal, right, and you consume this food, okay, there's so many animals that you're eating, and you're consuming their energy, all of their energy, all the things that they went through and thought of, and, you know, so, and then all of a sudden what happens? You become it, because you're everything's connected, okay? And so, like, you take on those feelings and those energies, and so your body then is just like, it's like on an overload, and it's like, oh my gosh, you know. And so, but now it's like, I bet you're starting, like me, I sometimes eat meat, and then afterwards I get released. I'm just using an example, just use these as examples, okay? So when I eat meat, I don't feel right afterwards, and then my demeanor changes, my attitude changes. You know, I could become, you know, just, I become tired, and just, you know, I could feel like a complete drop in my, you know, my energy field. And then I'm like, what the heck? And then, you know, so, okay, that's part of the matrix. It's all a program, okay? Everything is a program. I told you guys, there's like over hundreds of thousands of programs that they have installed into all of us, okay? And even into the matrix system. So as we're shifting in consciousness now, okay? So I'm gonna get back on here. So as we're shifting in consciousness, we are gonna change everything, all of that computer system, the one that they're maintaining, okay? And like, they're not even up here with us on Earth right now. Like, they're not even here. Like, seriously, like we're going in, we're changing the computer, we're restructuring it through our minds. And so as we speak about truth, okay, so as I'm talking about this now, we're going to see more glitches in the matrix, okay? We're going to see some more red pills, you know, being shown to everybody, and they can make their choice whether to see it or not. And it's going to be, they're going to come to a point where they're going to awaken, like everybody, okay? And so, hold on a second. Let me just do this. I'm gonna do this one real quick. It's 4:32. Wait, I'm gonna do this one. I got my tuning fork. I can just feel something going on here. Anyway, all right, hold on. These things, if you don't have one, you need to get one, okay? Because this is what's helping tune the frequencies back to the 432 hertz, because we're having to fight off the 440 hertz, okay? And we're doing it through like tuning forks, we're doing it through meditation, we're doing it through our heart space, you know, we're doing it through, you know, the bowls, you know, because, you know, we're, you know, I don't want to say the word, but okay, good, Lisa, I'm glad that you have them. Okay, so anyway, so now that we are changing the matrix, okay, we're restructuring, you're going to start seeing glitches in your reality, okay? Like I was saying before, that you may see somebody, and then at the store, say you're at the store, okay, example, you're at the store, you see somebody, they come in, and then you see them like next, like 2 weeks later, and then you're just like, I just saw that person, you know, and it's just because the matrix, the computer system is now trying to keep up with everything, and all the workers that are over there, they're trying to be like, oh my gosh, like, you know, they're trying to put their algorithms back in, but it's not working because more of us are waking up. And so the consciousness, our consciousness is taking over that system. And so that system's like fried. It's completely fried. And then you also have from you know, like the starseeds up in, you know, different dimensions, you know, they are sending down frequencies as well. And because they're trying to change the energy of the whole planet. So the whole planet, you know, when it was at the lower density, okay, so they're sending in new energy, okay, which is it's like a healing energy, okay. So they're sending in this healing energy, and they're taking it out, and that's why you've been hearing with your ears. It's like beep, you know. Sometimes like it goes like that, or like your ego will go out, and you're just like, what the, you know. And it's just because they're sending in newer frequency, newer codes, okay. They just said newer codes in here, because they need to restructure the older codes, okay, and have newer codes come in. And so that's why, you know, you're probably, you know, getting rid of people out of your life, you know, no longer resonating with them, because everything's a frequency. Okay. So if you have a friend, you know, or like, say like your frequency, I got a whiteboard here. All right. So say like your frequency, okay? Your frequency is here, okay? And then your friend's frequency was like the same thing, okay? But now that you have awakened, you have done self-healing work, okay? So you've gone within, you've gone inwards, you shifted and you changed things within you. You know what's gonna happen? You're gonna come up a notch, okay? And then you're gonna be here. And then if they haven't done their, you know, their healing, they're gonna stay here. So what's gonna happen when you're up here, there's different codes, okay? Everything has a code, okay? So imagine that, you know, here's a code, all these, okay? And you wanna get up here, okay? So all these have codes. So when you get better, you're going to get different codes. You're gonna get different, you know, different kinds of like lessons, you know, so that way that you can heal those other areas that you need to heal, because we're all going up to here to where that we need to heal every single thing. Okay. And so the matrix is literally trying to keep us back down. That's why they're doing the, you know, this stuff. And that's why because they're trying to fight against us, and stuff in the sky. Okay. Stuff in our foods. Okay. They are trying to lower it down as much as they can, but the 144,000 that came in, okay, they have a different DNA structure within them. Okay, so the different DNA structure, we have like God's energy. Basically, God put His energy into us, and like so we are able to stabilize these energies coming in. Like we're like the I don't even know, like we're like towers, okay, we're like pillars, you know, and like I'm a pillar, then you have another person that's somewhere else, they're a pillar, and we're holding these grids all over. And I'm actually on a ley line, okay, I'm in Dallas, Texas, okay, like I'm about 30 minutes from JFK, you know, where he got assassinated. So I'm actually on a ley line, and I bet you other light workers, 144,000 are on the ley lines as well, because we're holding the grids. Like there's certain center points. And I didn't know this when I moved here, because I moved here 3 years ago, and I didn't know this, but then I had my awakening and I was being shown. And like if you'll know if you're, I don't know why, but you'll know if you're 144,000. I mean, it's just we've been doing this for a really long time. We're the warriors, you know, like we've been doing this for a really, really long time, okay, to get these reptilians out of here, you know. So anyway, so like with the matrix, okay, so they're going to be, especially that I'm coming out, because what I don't like doing these, okay, and so by me stepping out of the box, out of this box that I made for myself, okay, so imagine I made this box for myself, okay, and I like to stay in my little box. What happens when you grow some balls and you want to come out here? You're going to shift things, right? You're going to start affecting your energy field. So this is my energy field, right? So I'm going to start affecting and shifting everything. And then this is like when I come outside of the box, there's going to be newer frequencies, okay? And newer timelines that I'm going to go into. And so when I go into them, okay, so now I'm going to pull in other things. And actually, I'm going to start healing. Like, look at this. Like, this is like what, my 5th video I've done, and like I never done them before. So it's like as I keep doing them, I'm going to start getting used to them, and being honest about, you know, the things that I'm being shown within me, and telling you guys, and not caring at all what anybody thinks, because people who watch this may be like, oh, she's, you know, this, that, like they're crazy. Like, I don't care. Like, and that's where, and then you're going to start seeing more programs getting taken out, you know, like why we've been seeing like the, you know, the Colorado, you know, with the King Supers, okay? I don't want to say these words, but you know the Colorado, the King Supers, okay? It's why those things are happening. It's because we are like, they're just they're throwing anything they possibly can at this point. That's the system is. It's actually the system, okay? The computer system that is going on. Like it's trying to like throw out things, and you know, and how I see it too is that if I didn't really see it myself, I'm not going to believe anything because I know how this reality works. And so there's no way that I'm going to sit here and play along in that timeline, okay? Because I already know that it's coming from a false place, and I wasn't there to see it. I don't know if anyone got hurt, like anything, and they're trying to pull at your heartstrings. They're trying to pull at your heartstrings, okay, to lower the vibration down, okay, and to make you keep that timeline alive, keep that matrix alive, okay? But we're just like, we need to realize that that stuff no longer matters. If we keep holding on to everything that they keep doing to us, what do you think is going to happen? We're going to bring it with us into the 5D, right? We don't want to take that shit with us. We want that shit to just get out of here, you know, just get out. And then we want to go to the 5D and we want nothing but a brand new planet, you know? And so if we keep holding on to the lower timelines, like it's all we're going to keep creating. Do you see how that works? You know, I hope you guys understand that. So now say like if you just stop caring, because I just don't even research about any of this stuff. Like you guys send me things in my messages and you're like, oh, look at the scene and all this stuff. And I'm just like, I don't care. I really don't care. I don't care. I'm taking myself out of that equation and I'm putting myself into a different one, which is going to be of the 5D world. Okay. I'm trying to manifest. I'm trying to create that new reality for me. So I am trying to shift the computer so that way I can create a great new world for me and you. But you guys also have to do it too, which you are going to do it because the 144,000, we have like a stronger kind of like energy within us, which you also do too, but we just aren't as stuck as most other people are. And that's why we can take the, we can shift that 3D programming to the 5D because we aren't as stuck as the other ones. We didn't have the programs in us that they did, okay? We can get out of those programs so much easier. We can see behind the veil easier as well. All right, so anyway, I don't know, so I'm just channeling here, but you know, so I don't know, I just wanted to explain this stuff to you, and I do want to let you know that there is going to be more red pills coming out because I have come out of my box and I have shifted the algorithm of the planet, okay? And just like others are as well, even not the 144,000, like when all of us do it, okay? All of us need to do it. And then it's going to be like, you're going to be an inspiration to other people and being like, wow, they are doing that. They're not, you know, caring about anything. You're affecting them because you're affecting their program. It's not, I don't even look at people as people anymore. I look at them as a program. Okay. So when I go out to the store, okay, with them, especially with the mask thing, okay, I just look at them and I'm just like, okay, like what avatar am I going to encounter today? You know, what kind of vibration, you know, or what kind of lower density, you know, avatar am I going to encounter, and how am I going to use my awakening skills to help awaken them? I don't want to play into their negativity and their scares, you know, or their fears with the face mask thing. So I just walk in the store and, you know, if they say anything about the, like, I'm going to do an example. So I went to Whole Foods, okay? And the girl in there, she's like, you know, she's like, oh, ma'am, you need a mask. And I was like, no, I was like, no, it's okay. You know, I was like, I don't need a mask, you know, I'm good. And I just kept walking. She's like, no, ma'am, you need a mask in the store. And I said, no, I have a medical condition. And, you know, she was just like, oh, and then she was like, she tried, and she's like, well, you know, you need to tell the girl that's up there. She's like, she may not see you or not. And I was like, well, you know, I was so nice. Like, I am just so nice. Like, I don't want to drop my energy down because if I want to stay at a high vibe. So if I come and meet her, all I'm going to do is pull in her kind of energy, her kind of negativity, and then me and her are going to clash, okay? But if I come in up here while she's down here, I'm going to take her with me up here, okay? And even, I mean, at times, like, you know, you're going to have to get used to it. You're going to have to get used to these newer energies within you, okay? When you do these things, because the system, their program, they're the agents, you know, they're going to attack you, and they're going to be like, and once you can be in that Zen mode to where it's like, nope, like you can no longer trigger me at all. And, you know, and then you're just like, There's gonna be nothing. And then that's when you can never be triggered by anybody, that's when the fucking game's over, okay? Because then you're just in another fucking, you're in the 5D. That's 5D, right there. And then that's when you're gonna pull everybody with you. Because the higher we go, okay? So say like up here is 5D, okay? Down here's, 3D, okay? So like when you're up here, okay, this is going to be like the highest. Like this is gonna be like, like you're just gonna pull everybody up with you, okay? Because the highest vibration is the highest vibration lives in truth, lives in unconditional love, compassion, forgiveness, unity, okay? Those 5 highest vibrations, they will eat any kind of low vibe shit going on down here. They'll eat it, like seriously. So that's why we all need to stay up here. And all the things that we keep seeing online as well, it's trying to keep us down into like a negative reality, and that's why they're trying to even use it against us, even 144,000 and the light workers and starseeds and everything, because they know our frequencies are so strong because we are the creators, okay? We actually create this reality, okay? And so if we keep playing along that timeline, we're going to help create the new world order, for them, if we keep playing along their timeline. But then if we shift out of it and, we come over here and I start talking about this stuff and I no longer talk about the other stuff, what's going to happen? All of us are going to sit here, come over here, and we're all going to start talking about this stuff right here. And then what happens when you don't talk about this shit over here anymore? It ain't going to be able to stay alive, right? So you're just going to, everyone's going to come over here. It's going to be a new way of doing things. And we want to be here, okay? And I know I do post things on my page, but I just want to help others. And I know you do too. We want to help the ones that aren't awakened yet, but we also have to mix it. What they're saying is right now, they're saying we have to mix. So when we post that shit, the low vibe stuff, then we come in and you know what we do? We put love into it. So I'm gonna do this video. So the past all day today, I was posting about a couple things that were low vibe shit. What happened? I'm gonna come on today and talk to you guys about truth, about the way the whole planet works. And when I do that, I'm affecting the whole energy of the planet. I'm affecting it now. And that low vibe stuff that just happened, all the people that attach, because my energy is attached to those posts as well, okay? So all the people that read my stuff, they tapped into my energy. I am now shifting them. I'm shifting them way out because I am now coming over, because I don't live, even when I post those things, I don't live in that frequency. I don't get all into it. Oh my God, this is all happening. And, I'm just okay, guys, here. I'm here you fucking go. Here's some shit that's going on from the programs, the programmers, and, let's get aware of it. Let's get aware of what they're doing and then let's shift out of it. And so we're going to come over here and I'm going to do a live. I'm going to do a live to counteract of the low vibe shit that I just posted. It's all energy. It's all energy. It's energy, frequency, and vibration. That's it. It's the threes. Trinity. Okay? Even Tesla said it. 31. I got 31 people on here. 31. Come on. You guys got to start doing this shit too. If I'm going to come on here and do this, you have to do this too. Okay? And I'm not used to doing this stuff. All right? So I don't know how long I've been on here for, but I don't want to make these too long. I can always come out. I don't know how to tell. I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, so is there? I haven't read anything you guys have been saying. I'm so happy that you guys are interacting and helping others. But take whatever I just said and use it in your day-to-day life. Okay, and let's start shifting and creating the reality that we want to live in. If you want to stay stuck in the low vibe stuff, that's where you're going to create that. Okay, but if you want to come in and you want to start shifting and not giving a shit, stop being a people pleaser and not caring what anybody thinks, and do you go within you and vibrate out, become that person, that being that you are. Okay, and because when you do that, you're going to shift. okay? And then you're gonna start seeing the matrix fucking collapsing. Collapsing. It is literally collapsing. Right now, the matrix is collapsing, okay? And we are doing it, okay? And now, anyway, all right, I'm gonna get off this thing, but thank you for watching, and you guys have a good rest of your weekend, and I love you guys, okay? And that's it. I don't know how to do this. End this. Okay, I'm still getting used to this stuff. All right, have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.